Alright y'all, you know what time it is. We got the HP Tuners kit here. I'm about to register my device and process my VPM suite and get onto that V-Sport channel, get things going here. What's up y'all? So pretty much I'm up now where I'm flashing my car back to stock right before I go ahead on the VCM editor and all that, and do my stock reading and putting that on a save file somewhere. It's pretty much like step one for where you actually start flashing things and saving things, so stay tuned. So as you can see, I'm flashing my car back to stock with the TRIFECTA tune here. So essentially step one of what I actually did was do this little PDF sign the waiver form for Justin so I could email it to him. And I kind of did like an email of my current mods and the serial number on the back of my HP Tuners MPVI2 device. And then there's a little invoice where you can pay him. That comes up later. So that's kind of like the first 3 steps that I'm doing right now. Yep, one thing about this TRIFECTA process here, it's very slow, guys. It's about like a 10 or 11 minute process just to flash it back to stock or to tune it with the custom TRIFECTA tune, and it's very time consuming. It's something I've noticed now. It's one thing we can do thus far with the compare and contrast parts between, you know, the Schmidty tune and the TRIFECTA tune. Alright guys, so now I'm pretty much signing up to HP Tuners, making my account, whatnot. And this way I can register my MPVI2 device and get things going. She's a laggy one. Honestly, it feels weird being stock again. It's kind of like I feel naked in some sort. Alright, so essentially now I'm pretty much going to scan the car while idling after I'm up to temp. I've been driving on the highway literally freaking all day, but I'm going to let this idle for a good 5, 6, 7 minutes and make sure everything's up to temp before I do my first HP Tuner scan. But I'm going to hook up the OBD2 port and the USB to my laptop and get that going here pretty shortly. Alright, so now under my account, pretty much after I signed in, as you can see right here, you want to go to My Devices and then scroll down to MPVI2, and basically you type in the serial number on the back. It also wants you to have a verification ID, and you acquire this by logging into the VCM Suite Editor software, and you go to the tab where it says request a code, your verification ID. Alright, so when you open up VCM Beta Suite, you get here. You just follow the instructions, accept everything that it wants you to accept, hit next, and next install, and we're installing the VCM Suite Beta. I'll get back with y'all when that's done. Alright, so that's finished, hit finish. Alright, so now that we download the VCM Suite Beta, now we're at the VCM Scanner software. You're gonna hit help, and right there it says MPVI2 verification code. We're gonna hit that, and that's how we get our verification code, guys. Now it wants me to enter serial number followed by verification code. It is now recommended at this time to connect your HP2 tuners, well, MPVI2 OBD2 port to your car and your laptop so that you can get all this fun stuff going. Now guys, as soon as you hook that up to your car and your laptop, it should generate these codes for you automatically. And so we're just going to copy and paste this verification code right here and take it to the HP Tuners website so we can register our device. Bam, now we're back on the website like so. I'm going to paste this right here. Bam. I'm not going to leave any notes, just hit import next. Scroll down. And now, as you can see, it's registered. 2 credits. User defined parameters, purchase, pro feature, whatever. All this, you see your serial number down here. Yeah, edit and delete. We're good to go. Alright, now I pretty much put my card into Access Power Valet accessory mode and hooked up my laptop to my car, and it's doing this automatic firmware update. So basically now what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to flash this and scan a stock copy of this car in valet mode without the engine running, and save that somewhere safe onto our laptops as stock vSport file. And now, guys, when we flash and do a scan on our stock vSports here, we're just trying to do the ECM TCM, not the CCM. So here, guys, just to clarify, we're actually going to be in the VCM editor software so that we can do that flash and do a accessory mode stock reading and save that vSport stock file onto your computer somewhere where you can recall it. See where it says flash, we'll hit flash, and read vehicle, hit that, hit read. Let's see, check my connection one more time. Alright, boom, just disconnected my cable right quick and reconnected it. I hit read again. Now it's reading my car, guys. It's kind of funky. Look at all this. On some lights in here. It's pretty dark in the cabin with the garage lights off. Now let this do its thing right here, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright, guys, so important step here. When you go to do this read, I kind of put down here, do not read. I selected that because down there it says CCM right there. We kind of just want this ECM right here. This first and second read is fine, but this bottom one, do not read. Alright, so for now we're done with the VCM editor. We head back over to the VCM scanner. And after downloading the files that Justin will send you via email, the layout in the channel, right now I'm going to go to layout, open layout, and search for the layout wherever you saved it or however you saved it. Alright, guys, so quick tip here. When I go to layout, my computer is kind of giving me hell to find the file. So what helped me out here was just going to my downloads. Instead of trying to actually download it manually to a location, just going to recent downloads and finding it there. Makes it way easier. So that's in there. And we go over here to the little folder with the cog on it. Open channel configuration. Same thing. Recent downloads, and it should be there. Boom. Now all that's inputted, we're good to go. Alright, so now we can pretty much start logging, and all of this is comprehensive now, and Justin Schmidt can see everything you log and send over to him via email and make a base file for you guys to begin tuning with. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do my first log with the car running. This is step 3, not to confuse it with step 2. I'm all the way at the part where I can start pretty much downloading the tune and his base tune and start recording data from my car. So step 3, follow the email instructions. Alright, so here goes nothing. Here goes my first log. Hit the red button like so. Opening vehicle information. Yada yada yada. Alright, getting all this crap right here. It's pretty cool. The RPMs and spark, and that's pretty cool. I like that. temperature, air intake temp, coolant advance, torque management, whatever all this funky stuff means. Yeah. Manifold absorption pressure. Interesting. I'm gonna just let this a little short scan of all this stuff during idle, just to make sure he sees that everything is running properly before we begin base tuning and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stop the scan, and now I'll turn the car off. I'm gonna go over here to log file and save log file as. Store this in the same place I put my stock V-Sport file at, not the same file itself, but just beside it. So when I email him, he has the stock ECM TCM reading and a short little run of it running during idle. Alright guys, so as you can see, after doing my little idle log and my stock V-Sport ECM TCM reading sent over via email to Justin Schmidt, now I just paid and waiting on my revision files. Alright y'all, so that's it for right now for this Team Schmidty madness. I'm set up to just do a base tune tomorrow, do some test runs, a couple pulls in different gears, taking it easy, and then get my actual revised tune and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll actually have 4 brand new tires put on, a wheel alignment and a wheel balance. Very important to get that wheel alignment. It matters a lot because I've been having instability issues. I'm not lying. Beefy all season Pilot Sport Force, brand new ones. Yee. All right, y'all. So tires are slapped on. Yee. Brand new. Chunky monkey. Cross all 4. About to wash her up real quick. Then go ahead and start this baseline tuning. And then we're gonna write our custom file and get everything right. 93 octane Justin Schmidty tune. Alright y'all, so I downloaded the baseline Schmidty tune, my first tune that he sent me. This is just used to get readings, and I'm gonna record data in second, third, and fourth gear. On top of that, I'm doing a little data log of the car in idle during this time, so you can get a reading of everything and make sure everything's running correctly. Alright y'all, so now it's time to pretty much go on a drive and record pulls in second, third, and fourth gear. Do it in sport mode under a 93 octane fuel, and do this little basic log for Justin so he can revise my tune, send me a next file. So everybody, funny story about this process here. So, towards the end of everything, I have been told and informed that I do have to bleed my intercooler system. So I kind of have a pretty, the lights just disappeared. Well, here, turn this on for now. So, I kind of have my own DIY setup, Justin recommended, with a wooden dowel from Lowe's, a funnel from Advanced Auto Parts, as well as Prestone pre-diluted 50/50 mix antifreeze / coolant for GM vehicles. And I have, and a 3/4 of an inch clear vinyl tubing to go over the intercooler pump gauge and then over the funnel. So I'll plug you guys back in once I'm doing that, and we'll see how that goes. As far as I know, it's super tedious and time consuming to do. Now, there is a little trick to where if you don't use the tap out tuning setup where you install a switch or a fuse or whatever, you can actually just put your car in the valet accessory mode when you press the power button and hold it for 5 seconds, and it'll automatically turn on the intercooler pump. And then this way you can just let the top off of your coolant bleed down into the intercooler, and then you repeat that process over and over and over again until you can get as much coolant as you can down there, apparently. And then you run your car in idle and it'll shift all the bubbles out of there over time. So that's what I'm pretty much doing next, so stay tuned. All right, y'all, here's my bootleg setup. long ass dowel right there, super long. Funnel, 3/4 inch clear vinyl hosing tube. Found that at Lowe's for about 23 bucks. I still have like more pieces over here for later. I used a box cutter to cut that off real neat. And I'm just gonna pour coolant pretty much down here. Use this dowel to poke at the gauge to keep it open, the little switch down there. And then I'm going to put the car in accessory mode over and over and over again to get the pump going, to get the coolant to flow down. So essentially I'm gonna pour some coolant through here and it's gonna pass down there. We're gonna get it into the intercooler. And then once I do this enough, I'll run the car idle and then let the bubbles come out on its own, and the pump should work again and get the car at optimal temps. Because right now I'm running hot, so I'm cut at boost at the moment. Once I get that done, I'll be able to get the next tune revision and we can go forward with that. And I did this little weird duct tape concoction here to the hood so it wouldn't move as much. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so far so good. For the record, it's just been like gulping down coolant, by the way. So I must have needed to do this a long time ago. Alright, so example A. Alright. Valet accessory mode, just constantly switching back between accessory mode on and off. Forces the air pump to go on. Alright, get closer. Keys in my pocket, bear with me. Alright, accessory mode. As you can see from here, the coolant's being drained down. It's pretty cool when you watch it from the cabin. I got the dowel position already be pressed the whole time, so I can just stay in the car almost while this happens. Until I need to fill it with more coolant, of course. So as you can see, a whole lot of bubbles. And the fact that the pump is staying on without me having to switch the car on and off in accessory valet mode as often as before is a good sign. That means all of the air is getting out, and the coolant that needs to get down there has gotten down there for sure. At first I had to pour in a good amount, dude. It was gulping down at first, man. I was kind of worried. I'm like, damn, how low is this thing? But it's pretty good. I mean, I constantly, every now and then I'll poke down, hit the little button right there, little gauge button down there, just to get the air to come out periodically. Took like 3-4 inches off this tube because it wouldn't stay on there at first, but it's good now. Still got the duct tape set up, ratchet. And it's a pretty cool process, man. Stay tuned. Alright guys, very tedious process. So the bleeding is done for right now. I definitely needed it for sure. I did a test drive and I logged that data, sent it over to Justin. Dude, the car pulls way harder now. With my manifold air temps at the proper temperatures and good readings, now with that bleeding process done, it makes a world of a difference. Like, I'm not even lying to you guys. It's very important that you bleed your intercooler. Like, everybody needs to do this. I don't care if you're stock or tuned or whatever. Your car will naturally just cut boost, and that's what it does to protect the engine. And once you bleed your intercooler, you can get your full boost back. So stay tuned. I'm waiting for a new file and we'll go from there. Alright guys, boom. Justin just sent me a revised file. I'm going to put this in and flash it on my VCM scanner tool here and take a little test drive and see how it feels producing 19 to 20 psi. Apparently my manifold air temps are good according to him, so it sounds pretty good. And by the way, with that bleeding process, it's good to do it like, for a week at least. Once every morning or something, however, or when you get back home from work, or however you want to do it, according to your schedule. Do it each day for, about a week, and get all the air that you can get out, and then put additional coolant if you need to, and just to get everything maximized and ready for the long haul, of course. Alright, so here we go. Once you download the revised file somewhere on your computer, go to recent downloads. You should be able to find it. Once you're on the VCM editor, you'll go to, let's see, open file, then locate the file, and it'll pop up like so into the HV tuners, and you hit flash up here, hit flash, and then it'll open up as write the file, write vehicle or whatever, and once again hit write, and essentially it is tuning my car again. So we're going through this awkward phase here in the gauge cluster. That's the thing, this goes a lot faster than TRIFECTA. That's for sure. Let me tell you, man. With this Schmidty tuning, dude, it's not even just a tune that you're getting, bro. You're getting a guy that can oversee your vehicle, make sure it's running correctly and properly, and make sure everything's stable. So, and just to get all the power you can out of your car, and not just power, but just to make sure your car is running right in general. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these Cadillac dealerships, no shots fired, but it is what it is, aren't really knowledgeable about all these things that you need to be knowledgeable about to maintain your car for the long haul and have it running as powerful as you can get it. So, it's good to do your own research, and I mean, you get more than just a tune with Justin Schmidt. For $700, dude, honestly, this is worth more, in my opinion, because this guy is pretty much like a mechanic / tuner at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, he gives you advice. You can reach him via Facebook Messenger. I mean, he responds quickly. I mean, he's quick to help. Answer any questions you may have. I mean, he's been really supportive along the process. And I'm just going to take this on a test drive, and you guys can get my reaction off the rip. With this revised file number 2, I should be able to make 19 to 20 PSI. And with the intercooler bled, I can get more boost. Here we go. All right, you guys, test drive. Revision number 2. I will be logging this on the VCM scanner tool. See what we're working with in sport mode here. 93 octane tune compared to the TRIFECTA tune, of course. Let's see what we get. That's the beauty of Georgia, man. You have these nice wide open roads, and it's Easter weekend, so nobody's really in the way outside. Now this is going to be my reaction right here. I will let you know what my boost gauge reads and whatnot. Not going to be able to get draggy information at the moment, but I will set that up at a later date so you can get detailed analysis of the tune and how it performs, and boost readings and 0 to 60 times and all that good stuff. But this is purely just my reaction, because I've been working at this for the last couple of days, and today I actually got 4 tires done, wheel alignment, 4 wheels, balance, and all that. So that was definitely needed, and the car handles and drives like a dream now. Very smooth, very stable now. That was very needed because my car was out of alignment, and it would move in a certain direction even though my wheel is appearing to be straight. So that pissed me the hell off, especially driving on the highway. Anyway, doing this little gentle drive until we get to the main road, of course. Woo, shit. Oh. File number 2. What we got going on? dark outside. This is the latest crap. It's actually midnight, dude. I've been working at this for a while. The bleeding process, I did that for about an hour. To get everything set up and done, I mean, it was very simple. You don't need tap out to tuning kit where you get the pump and the fuse switch installed. You don't have to do that at all. As long as you put the car in accessory mode, like I said previously, it turns on the pump, and once you put enough coolant in there, the pump will stay active to the point where you don't have to constantly restart the accessory mode. It'll just stay on as long as the car's on, and then you can just idle it and it works better to get all the air out and whatnot. Yeah, so I mean, hey, I got a little stick, a little wooden dowel, some vinyl tube, 3/4 of an inch in diameter, and a cheap funnel. I kind of chopped the ends off of it so I could get more circumference to allow more air to come out, and then coolant to bypass the valve on its way down into the intercooler. Alright, here we go. Oh shit. Dang. And you definitely get up there a lot quicker. That is for sure. Looking very good. I mean, new tires, of course. But yeah, it's like you look down, man, and you're already up there, man. That's all I'm gonna say. By the time you realize what you're doing, you're already up there, man. Right now, I'm currently seeing a strong 18 psi. I'm gonna keep bleeding the intercooler. Tomorrow in the morning, I'll bleed again, and then I'll do another test drive after I get this file sawed out and looked after. And if he needs to make any corrections, we'll do that. By morning, I'll do another run and see how that feels. But for now, let's see what this drive is all about. It'll be a lot easier to see tomorrow during the daytime, of course. So we'll come back around on this turn and see what we're working on. Yeah, this thing, from a dead stop, this thing is ridiculous. Woo! Shit! Damn! Woo! Woo! Team Schmidty! Holy crap. Oh, let me gather myself. Okay, damn. Wow. Damn. Dude, you're holding on to the wheel like it's finna come out the damn socket. That's all I'm saying, dude. What the hell? I'll do one more loop. Come back down around. Wow. Damn, dude. This thing sounds crazy. Also, one thing I want to hear, I gotta pull first. I can't focus on that. Dude. Yo, all right, listen, man. 93 octane tune, get you some. Stop being a bum. Go get you a Justin Schmidt tune. You won't regret it. And bleed your intercooler. Get under the hood, get dirty, and bleed your intercooler. Makes a big difference. Not exaggerated. Dude, I'm pulling hard as shit. Like, I'm pulling pretty damn hard. That's me taking it light right there. Honestly, because that's a lot of G-force. tell you guys. Crap. It's almost like I forgot. Damn. Yeah, that's different, dude. That's different, dude. That's way different. That's more of a rolling start. And it still pulls hard as crap. But here's the thing. All right, back to my point. Guys, even if you want TRIFECTA tune or whatever, honestly, like I mentioned this in the comment section before, this is way more than just getting a tune. This is more about having a custom tuner to look after your car and, you know, make sure everything is running correctly and, you know, get the most horsepower you can out of your car. It's more than just a tune. But if you do want to stay TRIFECTA, man, I still recommend, like, out of the humbleness in me or integrity in my heart, please leave your intercooler, even if you stay with TRIFECTA, because it's going to make a huge difference in your performance, and your manifold air temps are going to be way cooler, so your car can function a lot better. It's recommended. I honestly can tell you right now, I haven't felt this car pull like this, like, ever. And if I have, it's probably 90 or 85% of it. And it was probably for a brief moment. I couldn't sustain it. And it's like a feeling like you get that good night's sleep that you can't get again, but you remember it. That's kind of what it felt like before going with Team Schmidt. So you have it from me. You heard it from me. Stop making excuses. You know what I'm saying? Get your spark plugs done and ignition coils. I go with NGK Ruthenium HX spark plugs. You can get them on rockauto.com or ngk.com when they're not available there, or napa.com. And then I get the Blue Streak heavy duty ignition coils. You can get them on, at rockauto.com or Napa, and just make it work for you, man. This thing, I got mine at 2.8, and this thing is hauling. It is a train. All right, you heard it from me first, second, third, whatever process or order you heard it. You heard it from me. All right, guys. So day 2, testing the Schmidt tune. It's actually has some light outside, so we can see now. Woo! Sheesh. All right, yee. I bled the intercooler again for a second time this morning. She's driving hard, driving like a dream, everything you could imagine. One thing I'm getting right now is consistent 18 PSI boost all throughout the gears, all throughout the RPMs. I'm not seeing 1920 yet. I'm probably going to get a revision from Justin. I just did some logging, so that's what I'm doing right now. Wash off my engine bay, clean things up, make sure you don't leave any coolant around, you know, your pets. It's very toxic to animals, and I learned that from Dana. So think about those things when you're working on your car. Clean up your space, be neat, be tidy. All right, so stay tuned. I'll let you guys know what I get and cook up next.